Yeah, and he turned around and nobody was home except for Pack, who was already underneath the rim. He was a little too far underneath the basket there on the defensive side.
Mm-hmm.
Pack now with the ball, left side over to Vance now. Vance is going to go in and find Pack. He's going to go up with it, can't finish it. Swatted out from Thomas Booth, though, of Oak Hill. Going to get a blocking foul there to Vance. That'll be that young man's first.
No, switch on the Panthers, number 23, Austin Vance. That's his first.
13-10, to 30 seconds to go. Tug Valley Panthers up by 3 over the Red Devils, again, of Oak Hill. Nice. They find a cutting Kyle Colin.
Real nice way to move without the basketball. You know, find the soft spot in the defense. Nice little jumper.
13-12 and under 10 seconds to go here. And we have a foul called here on Oak Hill. And Oak Hill's going to be playing the whole second quarter in the bonus. Not what they wanted, you know. Now they got to be careful of not getting anybody in foul trouble. Actually, it's going to be, that'll be Nybert. That'll be his third. He came off the bench, so at least it wasn't a starter, but that's still a big role player. Vance not able to get it, but the putback is good by Austin Brewer, the smallest man on the court. Not expecting you to tip one in at the end of the first quarter, but he gets it to fall, and 15-12 is going to be your score at the end of the first. We're going to be going to the second. Let's keep it here. Now, Khalif Wright with 8 points in the first quarter for Oak Hill. And number 22, Cameron Carroll, he had 2. As Kyle Colin off the bench, also with 2 to round out the scoring for Oak Hill. And leading the way for Tug Valley, Newsom with 4, Brewer with 4, including that late tip in there you just saw. Austin Vance 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And the 2-pointer by Mason Pack down low. And so far, John, we've had a battle down low on the big men.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, Pack has handled his own there in about the first 3 or 4 minutes with, playing right, playing him straight up, Tony. You know, he wasn't jumping at the head fakes or anything. Pack's really struggling at the offensive end. He can't seem to get his rhythm going. Or Tug Valley right now, I think he missed about 4 shots there in the paint, Tony. They'd be, a little more of a commanding lead going into the second.
And you have to wonder if Pack's going to maybe not be as effective on the offensive side, because you would think tonight they're going to need him just as much on the defensive end, shutting down right, as they are on the offensive end. And, on the defensive end, as well as I do, it's more tiring to be a defensive player than it is to be an offensive player.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It takes a lot more out of you trying to stop somebody than trying to create your own.
And Javon Staunton-Bailey bringing the ball up the floor for Oak Hill, getting her to left side to Colin. They get it down low to right. Blocked from behind by Austin Vance. And it's going to be last touched by Wright. Go back to Tug Valley. Big stop for Tug Valley coming into the second stanza. And here we go. Number 30, Austin Brewer, bringing the ball up the floor for Tug Valley. Go to the left side to number 10, Justin Kirk. Pat can't connect on the entry pass. And Vance all the way out there and right. Nice job by Vance. And he scoops and scores his first field goal of the game, but he's got 7 points. Nice job there of getting him out on the big man, out in the open floor, and using the quicker hands to get that turnover. Colin getting the ball in the deep corner. Another turnover by Tug Valley. And a layup, and good this time by number 10, Justin Kirk.
Well, it's a track meet right now, Tony, because, this Oak Hill Red Devil team really don't have any answer for the pressure that Tug Valley continues to bring on them. I mean, we've seen just run out after run out.
They're going to give that foul to number 10. Thomas Booth.
Just away from the ball, Tony.
Away from the ball. I mean, that kind of happened out of the corner by her. We had a collision. It must have been like a moving screen or something right there on number 10, Thomas Booth. As you can hear, if you can hear, the Oak Hill fans not the happiest about it. And
this is what hurts right here, Tony, because you're just now starting the second quarter, and you're going to go 1-1.
1-1 since it was an offensive foul? No, okay, just change possession. I thought so. That didn't seem right. What were you saying, no?
I thought they were going to shoot him.
17 fouls for Oak Hill. That was Booth's first. Right side, Vance.
Good move.
We have another foul. We'll send Vance to the line to shoot, too. This time the foul's going to go on number 15, Colin. His first. And Vance is going to go to the line to shoot his 7th and 8th free throw attempts and push this out to a 9-point lead, perhaps. That'd be big for Tug Valley with 6:40 to go here in the second.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're just really impressed by this Panthers team. Real impressed. Just their defensive pressure, the way they turn it up and create so much of their offense off their defense. We see a lot of that same mentality that's down in West Madison.
And you know what's scary? Is they have one starting senior, Tug Valley. Imagine what Coach Garland Thompson's going to have for the next 2-3 years.
Oh, yeah. Be real interesting to see if that new Mingo County High School, Tony, affects his basketball program at all.
Yeah, that will be interesting because, a lot of the players just be like, well, I can just go over to Tug Valley and play, and stay in AA. A lot of the consolidated, though, altogether is single A, but...
Yeah. Well, initially they'll be AAA for the first year, Tony. Then they'll go back to AA.
Okay, it's gonna be a rough year for them. Maybe next year.
Yes, sir. That's a transition year for the school.
Yeah, and we see. We just saw Lincoln County. That's a school that's recently had to adjust to that about 5-6 years ago. Since I think 06 is when Lincoln County formed, if I'm not mistaken. And first free throw, no good by Wright. I didn't see who the foul was on there. 21-12, Tug Valley by 9 over the two-time defending state champion Oak Hill Red Devils. As Wright connects on the second free throw, 21-13, Tug Valley by 8.
Slick.
That would have been a dirty, dirty move if he would have hit that.
Still, yeah, it was a good move. Just couldn't finish on the shot.
I mean, I grunted. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah.
I did just grunt. Double dribble. (21-13) and remain your score. 6 minutes to go in the second half. In the first half of action. Number 30 Brewer getting in the corner to Vance. Try to get it down low to Pack. Number 12, Levon Elam in the game.
Nice move by Cliff, I should say. He missed the shot.
And there we go back here on the other end. No good. There we get Pack with over the back. On number 3, DeAndre Leonard, as the shot was no good by Austin Brewer.
You just can't help his height, Tony. I don't know that he really went over his back. If you're 6'9", and there's a guy under you that's 5'10", you just got to reach over him.
When you put your arms out and you're already over his shoulders, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. It's hard being tall. Yeah. Glad that I stayed under the 6 foot mark. Thank you for all my genes and genetics. A lot easier to find pants and shirts and stuff, Tony.
That is true, man. It's hard to find guys of my size. The old 36 length. Elam, shot up and good by Elam right off the bench. 21-15 at the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Tug Valley's lead now at 6. Austin Vance left side. Now we're to Isaac Parsley. Mikey Newsom. Over to Parsley. Austin Brewer.
Panthers not going to settle for a bad shot, are they, Tony? Nothing good.
Sophomore.
That looked good out of the young man. Probably just got his driver's license this year. Coming over, just hitting big shots in the Civic Center.
And one for Cliff Wright. Going to give it to number 30, Austin Brewer. That'll be
Foul on the Panthers, number 30, Austin Brewer.
his first. Team's fifth. Oak Hill with 8. And Wright already with 11. As quiet as night you'd think he'd be having, he still somehow found a way to get 11 points so far. Austin Vance. Now with the ball atop the key is Austin Brewer. Right side back to Vance. He's going to pull up a jump shot. It's no good. Rebound's going to go to Isaac Parsley. He's going to pull it back out and give it to number 30, Austin Brewer, with 4 minutes to go.
Second chance opportunities, Tony.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on the Panthers, number 30, Austin Brewer. That's the second.
That'll be his second. Here we go, leading the way up to the freshman Javon Staunton-Bailey. Now with the ball at top of the key. Right, and he took too many steps in the paint.
I don't know if he had control of the ball or not, Tony. So Red Devils sound like they got a pretty good turnout here in the Charleston Civic Center. Tug Valley, they always travel pretty well.
Yeah, they always.
Both teams are represented.
Always have the flashiest cheerleaders, too.
Yep. Yeah, there's whoever makes their uniform, they have to have a bedazzled gun because there's more sparkle on that, Tony, than anything that I remember. It was like that when I was in school, so it must just be tradition. Nevertheless, they look good over there. We wish them luck in their state competitions coming up.
Right. Take it very seriously in Tug Valley, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
23-17 is your score here. Back to the action, 23-19. Staunton-Bailey getting his first basket, 23-19 at the 3-minute mark. Tug Valley trying to fend off a little run here by Tug Valley. Isaac Parsley able to save that one from going out of bounds. Gives it back out to number 24, Mikey Newsom. And a timeout taken by Tug Valley's coach, Garland Thompson. He didn't like where that one was going, and he wanted to circle the wagons before they got a costly turnover and let Oak Hill come down and cut it down to a 2 or 1 point ball game.
Yeah, they went stagnant here in the last couple possessions, Tony. But man, what an explosion they came out with. On the defensive end, they cranked the intensity up, caused a few Oak Hill turnovers, and it looked like there for a while. With about 5 to 6 minutes left in the second quarter, Tug Valley's going to take this game and run away with it. A good job by Oak Hill by sustaining the runs. We talk about it all the time. Basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah, and it's going to be who can manage them, who can stop them, who can have the most of them. And so far, Tug Valley won, Oak Hill won. Tug Valley did what they had to do coming after the strong first quarter, being up 15-12. They came out and, had a 21-12 lead and have since given up a 7-2 run right back to Oak Hill. So let's see if Garland Thompson's got his troops ready to come out here out of the timeout, see if he can get a better possession than what he saw last time when he had to take the timeout. So far, we've expected this to be a good one, and, so far it's living up to the potential.
Yeah.
23-19, 2:50 go in the second quarter, and here we go back in the action. Number 30, Austin Brewer getting the inbounds ball. He's over to the left side to number 24, Newsom. Back to Brewer. Brewer going to go in through the paint. Front rim, no good. Rebound's going to go to Thomas Booth. He's going to push the ball up the floor for Oak Hill. Give it over to number 3, DeAndre Leonard. He's going to go into the paint, find Rife, and the ball is on the deck. And have a jump ball. They're going to give a foul, actually, to Tug Valley. Number 10, Justin Kirk. That'll be his first.
Got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, as they say.
They all saw an opportunity as Wright had that ball. It rarely hit the deck. They were on it.
Mm-hmm.
And Wright connects on the front end of the 1-and-1. He's 2 of 4 on the night. This will be his 5th free throw. 23-20. Tug Valley still by 3, 2:31. And his second free throw is good as well.